goes.
I don't know if he's an angel, 'cause angels don't do what he did. He was hell-bent to find a man behind all the whiskey scars I hid. I never thought my day of justice would come from a judge under a seat, but I knew right then I'd never get hit again when he said to me,
Wait in the truck, just wait in the truck. Well, I knocked and no one came, so I kicked in his double wide door. I let the hammer drop before he got to that 12 he was reaching for. I didn't try to hide my pistol, I didn't even try to run. I just sat on the porch smoking one of his cigarettes and waited for the cops to come.
I don't know if he's an angel, 'cause angels don't do what he did. He was hell-bent to find a man behind all the whiskey scars I hid. I never thought my day of justice would come from a judge under a seat, but I knew right then I'd never get hit again when he said to me,
Wait in the truck, just wait in the truck. Whoa, have mercy on me, Lord, have mercy on me. Have mercy on me, Lord. It's been 60 months and she still comes to see me from time to time. It was worth the price to see a brighter side of the girl I picked up that night. And I might be here forever. It ain't paradise, that's true, but it's a whole hell of a lot better than the place I sent him to. Yeah.
have mercy, have mercy, have
Wait in
mercy
the truck, just wait in the truck.
have mercy, have mercy, have
Wait in the truck, just wait in the truck.
have mercy, have mercy, have mercy on me, Lord, have mercy on me, have mercy, have mercy, have mercy on me, Lord, have mercy, have mercy, have
Wait in
mercy
the truck, just wait in the truck.
have mercy, have mercy, have
Wait in the truck, just wait in the truck.
Cubs FM would like to thank Albany Falls Building Supply for their valued support. Located at 520 Highway 2 at the east end of the Old Town Bridge, Albany Falls Building Supply is open 7 days a week, 7 to 6 Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 Saturday, and 9 to 4 on Sunday. Albany Falls Building Supply offers all types of building materials, including lumber, tools, hardware, paint, plumbing, electrical, and lawn care supplies. You may contact Albany Falls Building Supply at 208-437-3153. Albany Falls Building Supply, large enough to serve you, small enough to know you.
Cubs FM gives a big thanks to Big Moose Rental Center and Trading Post. Located at 500 Highway 57 just before the high school in Priest River, Big Moose Rental Center provides a variety of amenities, rentals, second-hand consignments, eBay sales, antiques, and more. Big Moose Rental Center is open from 8 to 5 Monday through Friday, 9 to 2 on Saturday, and by appointment on Sunday. You may contact Big Moose Rental Center at 208-448-2736. Again, that number is 208-448-2736. The right tool for the right job. That's Big Moose Rental Center and Trading Post.
Cubs FM thanks Honest Ed's Tires. Honest Ed's Tires provides comprehensive tire service, new and used tires and wheels, mounting, electronic balancing, rotation, and tire sensor service and replacement. Honest Ed's Tires is located at 9972 Deer Valley Road in Newport. You may contact Honest Ed's Tires at 509-991-3820. Open 8 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and 8 to 4 Saturdays. Cubs FM says thank you to Honest Ed's Tires. Tires you can trust.
Support for Cubs FM comes from the Kalispell Casino and RV Resort in Cusick, Washington. Located 20 minutes north of Newport on Highway 20, The resort includes Wetlands Family Restaurant, the Slaw Dining Area with large screen TVs, full RV hookups and cottage rentals, and gaming facilities, all open to the public at 8 a.m. daily. The Kalispell Casino and RV Resort, bringing dining, lodging, and entertainment to Pend Oreille County.
Cubs FM thanks Newport Health Center for their support. Now accepting WellCare Medicare Advantage plans, Newport Health Center provides walk-in express care for urgent but non-emergent medical concerns. Express care is available to everyone, regardless of insurance or primary care provider. Express care hours are Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. with a lunch break on Saturdays from 12 to 1. You can find more info at newporthospitalandhealth.org or by calling 509-447-3139.
Rogers Body and Frame is a proud sponsor of Grizzly Athletics and Cubs FM. Located at 530 South Cass and Highway 2 in Newport, Rogers provides full-service auto collision repair, working with all insurances. Rogers Body and Frame is open Monday through Friday from 8 to 5. You may find them on the web at rogersbodyandframe.com, or you may call them at 447-4225. Rogers Body and Frame, like it never happened.
Sievers Pharmacy is a full-service Health Mart pharmacy owned by Newport Hospital and Health Services, providing pharmaceutical services and a selection of gifts and treats. Located at 336 South Washington Avenue in Newport. Sievers is open from 8 to 6 Monday through Friday and Saturday from 8 to 4. Sievers is closed for lunch between 1 p.m. and 1:30. For more information, call 509-447-2484 or visit newporthospitalandhealth.org.
Cubs FM is brought to you by the Kalispell Tribe. For generations, the Kalispell Tribe has taken great care in stewarding the land, water, and wildlife. Today, the Kalispell Tribe continues to protect and restore our ecosystems through wildlife conservation and water and land management, working to restore and care for our shared resources. Together, the Kalispell Tribe hopes to share a sustainable future for generations.
Support for KUBS comes from Pend Oreille County PUD. The PUD provides energy-saving programs, flexible payment options, and appliance rebates for qualified customers. You might also check out their Neighbors in Need program. For more information, you may visit Pend Oreille County PUD at 130 North Washington in Newport, or you may contact them at 509-447-3137. Quality service at low cost, that's Pend Oreille County PUD. Newport Health Center is a proud supporter of Cubs FM. Now accepting WellCare Medicare Advantage plans, Newport Health Center provides family medical services including obstetrics, gynecology, orthopedics, behavioral health, and express care. Their team of providers serves families and patients of all ages. More information is available at newporthospitalandhealth.org or at 509-447-3139.
And welcome to this Grizzly basketball broadcast. I'm Jenica Kreider. Joining me, Haley Bolliard here as we are back at Newport High School after traveling to Davenport yesterday, where the girls are the only game playing tonight where they're hosting the Riverside Rams. And it's like a senior night part two, because we did have their official senior night where it was supposed to be their last game in their home gym, but we're going to run it back real quick as we're getting into this. And just going to diving straight in, because this one's kind of going to be a little fun one tonight, being ending it with an out-of-league game. So, Haley, let's look at Newport.
So Newport is coming in 4-15 overall and 3-7 in district, and they did take a 42-point loss against Davenport last night, with the final score reading 21-63. So they're coming in with a bit of vengeance in their blood.
Yeah, definitely not something you want to come off of, especially when it's getting ready to be the end of the season. This is their last game before we go to playoffs for the girls team and boys team. It's an out-of-league game, which is usually we see these at the beginning of the season when your girls are just now coming back into it. So seeing this come off caught me off guard for sure, but we're going to be ready to just kind of see what it comes out of. And with these games, this is when it becomes a low-scoring game. Newport really likes to capitalize on that tight defense, like we seen them do before when this team played, as well as against Kettle Falls when it's kind of matching their defensive strategy. They'll tighten it up, cause more turnovers, rush the other team, and really get the chance to take over on offense themselves.
Yeah, for sure, and they really do need to focus on grabbing more of those offensive opportunities against Riverside, where Riverside also struggles a little bit offensively here. And I'm really hoping to see the senior duo of Tellison and Crabtree have one last home game running the offense for the Grizzlies. I know this game against Riverside got rescheduled. We were supposed to have it just coming out of Christmas break. So they've kind of been looking forward to this one for a bit now.
Right, and that's what a bit.
I know, I struggle too.
That's the only seniors here for the girls this year, and they've been kind of capitalizing on offense themselves, being those two main scorers that are just going back and forth. Obviously, Crabtree coming off her injury and finally being able to come back out onto the court. She's been trying to make it up on drives and also really helping that defense out. But we did see Grace Cat come out with some much-needed threes last night, some drives to the hoop for some quick twos. So hopefully we can see more of that offensive pressure here tonight.
Yeah, for sure. That was really fun to see from Keck yesterday, and she was kind of looking from all around the arc, so I'm excited to see where her favorite spot might be today. And the Grizzlies also really need to focus on lowering their turnovers. They need to not let Riverside take advantage of them getting a little faster and sloppier with that ball control. And they need to be a bit more aggressive out here tonight. They've been playing pretty gently against the other teams. And, they haven't been racking up a lot of fouls, which is a good thing. But then, in turn, they're also losing that nice defense that we typically see from them. So they need to find that balance here.
Very much so. And then with that lower turnover rate, the tight defense, the aggression, we can just expect that to be an overall low-scoring game. And as we're on the subject, I think we're just going to go straight over to the Riverside Rams, because when you look at it, they have a lot of similarities with Newport itself.
Yeah, for sure. So Riverside is already 0-17 and 0-4 in district. They took a loss on Wednesday against Colville, with that score being 21-58. So again, Rams going to want to come in here and try and win this last game of the season for them.
Right, and they also share the struggles with Newport on offense, being more of a defensive team here. Most of it's inside the paint and the key for the majority of their points, but over what I've seen throughout their season, it's a very rare that they've been pushed out and gone for the three and actually had a success. So something for Newport to look out for, but also kind of can keep it cool on the off burner for a little bit. And they've been having some changes been made throughout the season entirely, mostly that being struggling with the tempo and turnover rate, so trying to adjust that and get it to where it's better for them.
Yeah, for sure, and they typically start games strong, but they lose momentum as they get deeper into the game, so having that endurance is going to matter here tonight.
Yeah, and then last but not least, just seeing Montgomery come out here. I mean, she was good for the first game. But with that being said, we are going to have the national anthem be sung for us. So we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back, coming into matchup and the tip-off of the game right after this.
As we honor our country with the singing of the national anthem by Newport's very own Josie Moser.
Twilight
Selkirk Ace Hardware in Old Town is a valued sponsor of Cubs FM. Open Monday through Saturday, 7 to 7, and Sunday from 7 to 6, Selkirk Ace Hardware provides what you need to prepare for the season. You may reach them at 208-437-5669. Again, that's 437-5669. Just across the bridge at 495 East Highway 2, Selkirk Ace Hardware. We are grateful for our community, we are here for you, and we are always helpful.
And welcome back to this Grizzly basketball broadcast. Just about getting ready to wrap up our pregame show. Again, I'm Jenica Kreider, joining me, Haley Bolliard here tonight as we're getting starters read out. And just quickly, Haley, I mean, these teams have already played each other where Newport took the win 32-27. So just give me your quick little rundown here of how you think this is going to go, what you're kind of expecting to see tonight. You know, give it to me.
So Newport does take most of their shots from inside the arc as well as the Rams, so they're both going to most likely run a zone defense, but are known to switch to a man-to-man, and Newport has switched to a strong defensive zone as well before, so this might benefit the Rams if they choose to do so as well.
Yeah, especially when it comes to switching up. I mean, this team going back and forth for defense to defense. Newport has the speed advantage, and they also have the advantage of keeping their endurance throughout the game. So that might help and benefit them there tonight. And with that being said, Haley, I think that's just going to just about wrap up our pregame show here. Getting ready to go into the starters here. So with that being said, we'll be going over to the visitors of tonight, which will be the Riverside Rams. Again, 0-17, 0-4 in conference. We're going to be having the sophomore guard, Maggie Himes. Next, Macy Wood, the freshman forward. Then Olivia Brulette, the freshman guard. And who we talked about, Ava Montgomery, the junior guard. And then last but not least, Bridger St. Ammon to round it off for the sophomore forward. Then we have the Newport Grizzlies, 4-14 right now, 3-8 overall in district. Going to be starting Julie Bowman, the freshman guard. Then Grace Keck, the junior guard. Grace Perry, the sophomore post. And then Emma Crabtree and Sammy Tellison, the two seniors, both at 5'8", playing the guard. Okay, Haley, I didn't give you much time, but go for it.
Perry, I'm taking Perry.
Okay, I guess I gotta go. I'll go Riverside. 50-50 odds, right?
50-50. They both look pretty good in there.
They do. I can't see. I think Perry's a little bit taller. But we got a fresh 8 on that clock. Ball is tipped, and it will be Perry taking the win of the jump. So Haley gets the bonus point for tonight. Tellison takes it to the point, drives off to Bowman, and then puts on the screen for her to drive to the paint. That first shot isn't good, but the rebound by Perry kicks it out under for Crabtree to secure the rebound. Tries to float it into Perry on that left short corner, but it goes right through her fingertips and out of bounds. So Riverside will be now calling point. Going to be seeing Montgomery take it over into the front court. Pass that one off to Himes. Fed into Brulette. Back up to Hines. Shoots that one on the right elbow. Rebound is on the loose. Secured by Riverside. Got a wraparound pass. Now Montgomery going for the right short corner. Still not falling, but Brulette getting the rebound on it. Back out to Montgomery, left wing. Brulette in the top of the key. Tellison has the ball on her, but she gets it off. Finds Macy Wood, who then takes in steps out of bounds here. So we're going to be having Crabtree inbound back baseline to Tellison. Again, that senior duo with 7:06 in the first. Still tied at zip. Hands it off to Keck, who is another handoff at the point. Now down. Tellison will go for the three off the right wing. Top of the iron. Right into the hands of Montgomery. Going down is Maggie Heim, switches up to give it to Macy Wood, who hits it off her leg and gets it stolen by Tellison. On the far sideline, crosses through the timeline. Crabtree takes it to the top of the key. Dribbles down to the right wing, sets up the fake pass, and takes it right short corner for a little jumper of 2. And Newport has the first points on the clock, or on the scoreboard, tonight. 6:27 in the first, Newport up 2-0. Himes with the right wing. On to the top of the key, St. Ammon. Off the legs of Crabtree, but she picks it back up. Now Montgomery coming in for the 2 off the left block, rebounded by the Grizzlies. Fire pass over from Tellison to Crabtree. Takes it off, left wing, right of the mark for her 3. Shakes it off, though saved by Perry. Tellison will take it back up. Now it's going to be Grace Keck trying for the three off the right corner. Hits the side of the basket, kind of just laughs that one off. Now Riverside will be inbounding. It's going to be Bridget St. Amit. Gives that one off to Montgomery, passes timeline. Hand off to Himes, right wing. Over the head of Perry, finds Brulette. Kicked off Montgomery for right short corner two. That one won't fall. Rebounded by Grace Keck. 5:42 in the first. Grizzly still with the only points on the board. Bowman for the quick three off the left wing. That one also no good. Rebounded by Macy Wood. Gives it off to Montgomery. Takes it, bounce pass over right wing. Finds Himes, guarded by Perry. Takes it right short corner. Looks to get rid of it to a teammate. Wrap around pass, trying and intended under the basket to St. Ammon. Picked up by Tellison though. Pass off to Grace Keck. Enters through the right wing. Takes it right block, gets stuck, gets it back out. Crabtree takes it. Dives into the paint, left of the mark to get it off the glass. And as Himes has the ball, we're going to be having a timeout called here. 5:04 in the first, 2-0 your score. Newport leaves. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be right back after this.
Support for Cubs FM comes from Mountain View Lawns. Locally owned and operated, Mountain View Lawns serves the Pend Oreille River Valley with a 6-step fertilization and weed control program, offering scheduled treatments throughout the year. Fall aeration and overseeding are also available. For more information, call 509-828-9748. Again, that's 509-828-9748.
And welcome back after that timeout to this Grizzly basketball broadcast. And I'm Jenica Kreider, joining me, Haley Bolliard here. 5:04 in the first. We'll be having Riverside inbound after that timeout. It's going to be Montgomery running point. Fakes the pass off to St. Ammon. Down to Hymas on the right wing. Dribbles down that one. Passed off to Wood. She'll go for the two tucked in the arc. Rebounded by Grace Keck. Picks up her normal endurance, pass off to Crabtree on the right wing. Goes for the reverse layup, cutting through under the basket. Sails it over the iron, though, and it's rebounded by St. Ammon. Now back to Wood. Finds the entry to Brule, and that one's stolen away by Crabtree. Tellison has it now. Goes to the key. Gets it off to Perry in the post, who has an arm from behind. That one being from Brule.
Yeah, and there will be a foul called up on that play. That one is going against Brule for her first personal and Riverside's first team foul.
So we're having Grace Perry at the free throw line. 4:20 here in the first. First one up and good for Perry. Now 3-0. And kind of seeing a slow start to the game here a little bit. Just kind of getting the feel in for it. Not a lot of aggression and not a lot of kind of die-hard moves here. Second one from Perry, no good, but it's rebounded by Grace Keck. Tellison feeds it into Perry. She's on the right block. Swarm from two from behind. That shot goes up. Bowman has it, though, gives it off to Keck. She dives in, trying to go from the right lane and up, and she is also fouled, so she'll be going to the line.
Yeah, that'll be another foul called against the Rams here. That is going against Tymus for her first personal and the Rams' second team foul.
So just 16 seconds ticked off the clock. We'll be having two shots taken from Grace Keck. 4:04 in the first. That first one is no good. Score remains 3-0, but they still have the lead on Riverside. Awaiting her second one. That one is up and in for Grace Keck. Now the ball is Montgomery. Crosses the timeline, goes to the point, cuts through left side. Bounce pass, fed in. Goes back to Montgomery on the left elbow just to kick it back out to St. Ammon, left wing. Montgomery stuck beyond the arc, finding the hands of Wood. She's on the right block. Barely pass it out to Jaimez. Be recovered by Montgomery. Now over to Brule on the right elbow. She's stuck. Guarded heavily by Crabtree. Gets that one off to Wood with just 2 seconds remaining. Sailed that one over, but then Montgomery has the chance to get a putback shot here. And we have shot clock violation, I do believe. And also Riverside getting their first tally on flat tires tonight. That one by Macy Wood. 3:25 in the first. Newport with the lead of 4-0. Tellison feeds it into Perry. Kick back out. Crabtree for the three right of the point. That one swirls out. Rebounded by Macy Wood. Takes it to the right wing. Pass off to Montgomery at the point. Finding the hands of Brule. She's by the left elbow, gets it tipped out from Crabtree, and it hits the foot of Montgomery, so it will be going over to the Newport Grizzlies. 3:05 in the first. Timeout called here by Coach Trepaniard. Grizzlies lead 4-0. We're going to take a quick break, too. We'll be right back after this.
Cubs FM thanks Honest Ed's Tires. Honest Ed's Tires provides comprehensive tire service, new and used tires and wheels, mounting, electronic balancing, rotation, and tire sensor service and replacement. Honest Ed's Tires is located at 9972 Deer Valley Road in Newport. You may contact Honest Ed's Tires at 509-991-3820. Open 8 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and 8 to 4 Saturdays. Cubs FM says thank you to Honest Ed's Tires. Tires you can trust.
And welcome back after that timeout. 3:05 here in the first quarter. 4-0 is the score. Newport with the points, the only points on the scoreboard tonight. Or so far, I should say. Going to be having Grace Keck inbound back baseline. Giving that one off to Sammy Tellison. Receives the play from Coach Trepaniard as she crosses over her home Grizzly logo. Off to Perry. Back handoff to Tellison. Now over to Crabtree on the right wing. Cuts through the paint, right elbow, kick back out. Grace Keck having to secure it. Ball's loose on the floor. Riverside picking it up. Going to be having possession. Give it to Riverside. Sub coming in for Newport here.
Newport is going to be bringing Michaela Pion into the game in place of Emma Crabtree.
St. Amant giving it off to Montgomery in the backcourt. She crosses across the timeline. Finds James on the right wing. Tricks out her defender. Gives that one off to Wood. She's on the right elbow. Ball is loose. James picks it back up at the point just to get it off to Montgomery. St. Amant picks it up at the top of the key. And James goes for the three off the point. That one hits the back of the iron, rebounded by the Grizzlies. Towson picks up her pace, cuts through, goes up the right lane for two. Trying to get off the glass. Put back shot by Perry will fall in. Back of the iron for two. 2:10 in the first, 6-0. Grizzlies with the lead. Montgomery with the ball. Pulled beyond the arc, finds James right wing. Gets the entry into Brule, right elbow, goes for the two. That one rebounded by Grace Keck. Off to Tellison. Far pass over to Bowman, left wing. Comes through in the paint, has to kick it back out. Almost a little tall for Grace Keck, but she jumps to make up for it. Quick steal on as the screen put on from Julie Bowman was there. Pion goes for the three off the right wing. And falling on the floor is Wood to get the rebound of it. Going to be having another jump ball called. This one in possession of the Grizzlies this time. Subs coming in for both teams.
That's Kesley Tellison for Newport as well as Anthony Spencer for the Rams.
1:30 here left in the first. Newport with the lead, 6-0. Tellison inbounds, quick pass off to Perry as she's on that right hash mark for a two. Rolls off the top of the iron, so it's Montgomery with the ball again. Approaches the right wing, gives that one off to Spencer. Takes it down to the right corner. That's Wood now. Cuts through, trying to find Spencer in the paint. Hits the tops of the hands of Kesley Tellison, picked up by Grace Keck. Finds Bowman now on the left wing, and Montgomery gets the rip on her. Takes it down, fast break. She's guarded by Grace Keck, right block. And the double defense from Keck and Tellison work. That one goes out of bounds. It's going to be Newport ball. Less than a minute remaining in the first. The Tellison sisters inbounding in the backcourt. Sammy Tellison being the one to walk into the front court. Screen put on by her sister Kesley. Tellison moves around her players on the left side of the wing. Makes the opening for Grace Keck. Quick spin on the left block, but too low of power. Gets it trapped in the corner of the iron. So Rams now have the ball. It's Wood getting swatted from Perry. Saves it from going out of bounds. And now diving on her knees is Brule. Swarmed by two Grizzly defenders. Going to be having a foul called. She couldn't get up from that on the left corner. That one goes against the Grizzlies.
That foul is accredited to Keck for her first personal and the Grizzlies' first team foul.
26 seconds here in the first quarter. St. Amant quickly inbounds off to Macy Wood. Left elbow, shoots that one under the net. Kick back out to Montgomery for the three, though, just right of the mark. Perry with the rebound. Got 15 seconds left here. Tellison takes it. Goes to the right wing. Kick back out. Bowman, right corner. Got 7 seconds to make something happen. And Ammon gets the steal on him. Wood takes it. Goes left center hash mark. Trying to beat the buzzer. Just short of the basket there. And that will be the end of the first quarter. Grizzlies trail 6-0. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with the second quarter of action right after this.
Support for Cubs FM comes from the Camas Center Medical and Dental Clinic, located 25 minutes north of Newport and open to the public. Accepting most public and commercial insurance plans, the Camas Center Clinic offers medical, dental, and chiropractic care, as well as physical therapy, laboratory services, child wellness checks, and sports physicals. The Camas Center Clinic, offering wellness for the whole community.
Cubs FM thanks Shotgun Diesel and Automotive, celebrating 10 years in business in Old Town. Josh Hebert and the guys at Shotgun Diesel and Automotive specialize in light diesel and automotive repair, full brake services, engine repairs, custom exhaust, suspension, and full diagnostics. Plus, Shotgun Diesel and Automotive now offers full tire services, mounting, balancing, and new tire sales. 208-437-3304. Your hometown one-stop shop for everything your vehicle needs. Shotgun Diesel and Automotive.
And welcome back to this Grizzly basketball broadcast. Again, I'm Jenica Kreider. Joining me, Haley Boyard here. 6-0 is your score. Newport with the lead here on the Riverside Rams tonight. Fresh 8 minutes put up on the clock to start off the second quarter of action. Waiting for both teams to get back out onto the court. Kind of a low energy first quarter, if I'm not being too blunt, where both teams are just kind of refilling each other out as they haven't played each other since the beginning of the season, and it was Newport's first game. So just readjusting for that. Newport seeing a much better turnout from their first quarter to when they played them in the beginning of the season. Had Riverside inbound there, and they quickly have the steal on them from the Grizzlies. Crabtree with it, entering from the left wing. Stops at the left elbow. Hits the top of the iron. Rebound loose. Going to be having the Rams take it as Newport had the last touch. So it will be Hymas coming back onto the court. Passes the timeline. Guarded by Crabtree. Gives it off to Spencer on the right wing. That one fed into Brule. Kind of pulled off to the right lane. Shot taken from the right short corner. That one sails over and out of bounds. Last touch called on Newport, so we'll be having Rams keep it. Going to be having a sub come in here as for the Grizzlies.
Michaela Pion coming back into the game for the Grizzlies.
Brule with the quick inbound. Shot taken from Jaimez. Also won't fall. And a foul called under the basket here.
This foul will be called up against the Grizzlies. That one will be going against Crabtree for her first personal and the Grizzlies' first team foul.
7:20 here in the first quarter. Still 6-0. No recent shot yet. And the inbound hitting the back of one of the players. So it's Tellison going on the fast break. Takes it in from the right wing. Keck comes up from the right corner to the right block. That shot intended to go off the glass goes sideways over the hoop instead, so that one will go out of bounds. Last touch by the Grizzlies. So we'll be seeing Wood inbound near sideline in front of her bench in the backcourt. Gives off to Jaimez, pass into the front. Down over to Spencer, right wing. Directs some traffic here as it gets back up to Wood. Stops at Jaimez at the top of the key. She'll go for the three, and that one is off and in from the glass, and the Rams have their first points here on the board tonight. 6-3 your score. Newport trails by 3, and Tellison quickly responding, drives up the right lane for a 2. 6:37 in the second. Grizzlies now up by 5 against the Rams. Seeing a pickup in momentum here for both offensive sides. Going to be Montgomery trailing down right corner. Guarded by, waiting to get the pass off to your teammates. Finds Jaimez on the right block. Shot up and good. That one from Simpson. As that's a 2. Now they trail by 3 points, 6-10 in the second. Grace Keck cuts across through the paint. That one, Michaela Pion to the left short corner. Circled around is the left corner and under the basket, Crabtree. Passed off to Tellison, right corner for the 3. That one over the basket as well. Rebounded there by the Rams. Going to be having Jaimez, top of the key, sent down Spencer, right wing. Tries to get the break free of Crabtree. Hits off the top of her hands, and it's Pion getting the secure of it. Now Grace Keck has it from the right wing. Goes into the right block, and we do have a foul called, so we'll be seeing Grace Keck sent to the line for her second time tonight.
Yeah, that will be a foul call here against the Riverside Rams. That one will be going against Hymas for her second personal Rams first team foul.
5:35 here in the second. First one from Keck is good, and we're having a plethora of subs come in.
So coming in for the Grizzlies, we saw Grace Perry as well as Emma Crabtree come back in. And then coming in for the Rams, we're going to have Sophia Eras and Sadie Moog. And I think there was one more, but I couldn't quite catch who it was.
I'm going to go Montgomery stepping back on.
Ah, there she is, yeah.
Yeah, that's I had to guess. And then we have another foul called as St. Ammon and Perry were fighting for that rebound on Grace Keck's second shot, which was no good.
Yeah, that foul is called on St. Ammon for her first personal and the Rams' second team foul.
Having Grizzlies with the ball, and we'll be having a three taken from Grace Keck, really feeling out those corners here. That one from the left side. 12-5 the score. Grizzlies now up by 7. That ball going down to the right corner from the Rams will be out of bounds. So will be Tellison inbounding. Crosses the timeline here. 5:18 in the second. Off to Grace Keck, right wing. Cuts through to Crabtree, right block. Fakes a three and drives up to the right lane instead. Rebound taken off, and Tellison will try a three on the right wing. That one will swirl in. 15-3 now. Girls up by 10, and we have less than 5 minutes before the half. Hymas has it right wing. Gives it off to Sophia Harris. Picked back up by Hymas. Now over to Montgomery at the point. Down to Hymas, right wing. Goes in, right block. Wrap around Tellison. Nice pass over to Brule to give her the shot under the basket, but we have a jump ball called. Refs calling possession in favor of the Grizzlies, so we'll be having Tellison inbound, back baseline. She'll be taking it over to the basket here. Stops at the point. Down to Grace Keck, right wing. Dives in for a deep two. And Grace Keck gets that one off the glass. 17-5 now. Grizzlies pulling away as they're now up by 12 on Riverside. 4:20 here in the second. Montgomery gives it down to Hymas on the right wing. Floats the pass over Crabtree. Montgomery takes a step back from the right block. That one top of the iron. Shot coming back from St. Ammon to get a little two off the left block, and she'll be fouled on her way up, so we'll be seeing Riverside get sent to the line for the first time tonight.
That foul will be going against, I believe that was Keck for her second personal and the Grizzlies' second team foul.
First one up and good. Another sub coming in for Riverside here.
Riverside bringing Macy Wood back into the game.
So we have another shot awaiting Bridget St. Ammon here. 4:08 in the second. That second one is off the top of the iron, rebounded by Sammy Tellison. Pass over to Grace Keck. She has the opening off the right block. Too strong off the glass, though. But it is Crabtree picking it back up. Circles back beyond the arc on the left wing. Fakes the handoff at the point to Tellison. Takes it down. Grace Keck on the right wing. That one top of the iron. Still rebounded, though, by the Grizzlies. It's Bowman. Tellison will try from the left wing this time. And Grace Keck with the rebound. Another foul, as we had a wraparound from both Hymes and St. Ammon.
Foul accredited to St. Ammon for her second personal, Rams' third team foul.
So we'll be having Tellison inbound, front baseline. Over to Grace Keck, left corner. Cuts through the paint, gives it back out to Crabtree at the top of the key. Passes over the head of Bowman for Tellison to drain a three off the right corner. Both Tellison and Keck getting 2 threes. Or just a deep two, actually, on that one. 3:20 in the second, 26 now your score. Going to be having Wood try for a deep 2 as well from the right corner. That one won't go. Riverside keeps the ball. Hamas drives it in. Wood will try for another deep 2, pulled in from the right wing this time. That one short of the basket. Going out of bounds off the Grizzlies, and we'll be having 2 more subs come in for Riverside.
Coming in for Riverside, we have Addison Simpson and Sadie Moog.
Now waiting for the inbound is Brule. Gives that one off to Montgomery. Drives in at the left block. Going to be having a shot clock violation. So it will be Grizzlies with the inbound now. Tallison having the ball. Less than 3 minutes left before the half. Grizzlies up by 14 points. Keck has it. Shovels it back out to Tellison, who gives it back over to Keck to try for the 3 off the right wing. And Keck all around the hoop here. And just having to make a slight more adjustments for them to get in the basket. Gives it in. Nice drive from Jaimez to go up under the basket on the right side. Foul called from behind, so we'll be having her go to the charity stripe.
That is a foul going against Newport here. That foul is going against Keck for her 3rd personal, Grizzlies' 3rd team foul.
It's not a good spot for Grace Keck. Not even in the second half yet, and she already has 3. First one from Maggie Jaimez, though, is good for the Rams, so that puts them up 20-7 now. And second one as well, 2 for 2 this journey. Tellison has the ball, picks up the tempo here. Having Grace Keck fed over to Grace Perry on the right block. Too strong off the glass and rolling off the top of the iron. Trying to save is Jaimez. She does take it out of bounds with her on the back baseline, so it will be Grizzly ball once again, 27 on that shot clock. Tellison with the inbound. Gives it off to Perry. That one on the charity stripe, just on the iron. Rebounded, though, by Crabtree. Gets it up on the left elbow for 2. 22-8, 2:15 in the second. You have Montgomery take it into the front court. Calls her play off of 2 Jaimez. Over on the right wing. Guarded by Crabtree. Cuts in right elbow. Switches up on the left side there. Giving that one off to Brule. She'll kick it back out to Montgomery, top of the key. Down to Jaimez once again, right wing. And intended for Brule just to go down farther on the right hash marks there. Goes out of bounds and too far out of her reach, so it will be Grizzly ball. Tellison inbounding back baseline. Gets it back from Crabtree. 1:45 in the second, 22-8 our score. Grizzlies with the 14-point lead. Fed in from Tellison over on the right block. Or from the right wing to the right elbow to Crabtree. That shot no good. Finds the hands of Montgomery. Takes it to the left side this time. And Jaimez under the basket. That one too strong off the glass. And Perry almost doing a volleyball type save there. Just trying to shovel her fist under it and pop it up. And it will actually just go straight up and out of bounds. So with a minute 20 here before we enter the half, 22-8 our score, we're going to be having a full timeout called by Riverside. So we're going to take one too. We'll be right back after this.
Your locally owned and operated Newport McDonald's is a valued sponsor of Cubs FM. Located on Highway 2 in Newport, McDonald's is open 7 days a week, serving the Newport, Old Town, and Priest River areas for over 25 years. McDonald's serves burgers, chicken McNuggets, and McCafe drinks. Newport McDonald's, where you can use the McDonald's app, order online, and have your food ready when you arrive. Curbside, dine-in, drive-thru, or even delivery. Newport McDonald's. I'm loving it.
Excess Disposal Service is a proud sponsor of Cubs FM. Excess Disposal Service provides weekly commercial and residential roadside garbage can disposal, as well as commercial container services both in town and in rural locations. Excess Disposal Service may be contacted Monday through Friday from 8 to 3 at 208-437-4502. Serving all of Ponderay County since 1972, Cubs FM says thank you to Excess Disposal Service.
And welcome back after that timeout. 1:20 here before we enter the half. 22-8 our score. Newport up by 14. Going to be having Olivia Brule inbound here from baseline. Off to Montgomery for a quick shot pulled in on the right side of the arc. Rebounded by Perry, given off to Tellison. Far pass over to Grace Keck as she will hit the floor trying to get a shot up on the right block. and she'll be sent again to the line for the third time tonight.
That foul will be called up here against the Riverside Rams. That one is going against Hymas for her third personal and the Rams' fourth team foul.
First one up and good from Grace Keck. Got subs from both teams coming in.
Coming in for the Grizzlies, we have Kesley Tellison, and coming in for Riverside, the Rams here, we have Macy Wood and Inslee Spencer.
Spencer coming in there for Hymas, wanting to keep her out of foul trouble. It's her and Keck both that have 3 apiece. And Keck's second one was no good, but it is Perry getting the rebound and the putback. So in the span of less than 2 seconds, 3 points have been added to the Grizzlies score, making it 25-8 now. And Montgomery trying to do a pass into the paint there, gets read up by Grace Keck. It's given off to Tellison to drive. Grace Keck coming in from the right side to the right block. That one not working for us. It's going to be going to the Rams.
We also have Michaela Pion stepping back into the game for the Grizzlies.
25-8 our score, 40 seconds here left before we enter the half. Montgomery takes it to the point. Trying to find inside the paint is Wood, stolen by Grace Keck. Floats a far pass over to Michaela Pion. I don't think she realized the speed at which she was coming into the front court to set up Pion for that play. So we'll be going back to the Rams, that one being Simpson to inbound. Gives it off to Montgomery. She'll pass the halfway line. Takes it in between jump circles. Shot clock turned off. We do have 15 seconds left here. Going over, Spencer has it. Right short corner for a 2. Sails it over. And trying to get the rebound is Kesley Tellison. Goes off her hands last, though. So it'll be Riverside with the last 6.7 seconds to make one more play. Got Montgomery here on the left side. Goes for the 3, taken just left of the point. That one top of the iron. And Pion with the rebound, but not enough time between her pass to Perry to give her the chance to get one last point added to the score. So 25-8 here as we roll into the half. It's going to be Newport with the 17-point lead. We're going to take a quick break. Well, actually, not a quick one, but a break. We'll be right back with our halftime yap right after this.
Support for Cubs FM comes from Mountain View Lawns. Locally owned and operated, Mountain View Lawns serves the Pend Oreille River Valley with a 6-step fertilization and weed control program, offering scheduled treatments throughout the year. Fall aeration and overseeding are also available. For more information, call 509-828-9748. Again, that's 509-828-9748.
Newport Community Hospital is a valued sponsor of Cubs FM. The Newport Community Hospital Surgical Team is committed to providing quality surgical services, including personalized service and state-of-the-art technology. Surgical services include general, orthopedic, gynecological, and podiatry-related surgeries. To learn more, you may visit newporthospitalandhealth.org, or you can ask your primary care provider about a referral.
James A. Sewell & Associates is a proud and valued sponsor of Cubs FM. Located at 600 4th Street in Newport, Washington, James A. Sewell & Associates provides consulting, engineering, and local surveying for the greater Newport area. Open Monday through Thursday, 8 to 5, and Friday from 8 to 4. You can contact James A. Sewell & Associates at 509-447-3626. Again, that's 509-447-3626. Cubs FM thanks James A. Sewell and Associates.
Your locally owned and operated Newport McDonald's is a valued sponsor of Cubs FM. Located on Highway 2 in Newport, McDonald's is open 7 days a week, serving the Newport, Old Town, and Priest River areas for over 25 years. McDonald's serves burgers, chicken McNuggets, and McCafe drinks. Newport McDonald's, where you can use the McDonald's app, order online, and have your food ready when you arrive. Curbside, dine-in, drive-thru, or even delivery. Newport McDonald's. I'm loving it.
Cubs FM thanks Dr. Lock and Safe LLC. Dr. Lock and Safe LLC opens and repairs safes covering commercial, residential, and automotive lock needs for the Newport and surrounding areas. Dr. Lock and Safe LLC replaces lost car keys. You may call or text Dr. Lock and Safe LLC at 509-671-6600 7520. Thanking the community and businesses that have been so supportive for the past 10 years. That's Dr. Lock and Safe, LLC.
Newport Farmers Insurance is a valued sponsor of Cubs FM. Located at 309 South Washington Avenue in Newport, Washington. Newport Farmers Insurance provides home, auto, life, and business insurance, as well as Medicare Advantage Plan. Newport Farmers Insurance is open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Newport Farmers Insurance may be contacted at tcostello1@farmersagent.com or at 447-3428. Again, that's 447-3428. Getting you back where you belong. That's the goal of Newport Farmers Insurance.
Right into town on my two-wheel steel horse, rolling on in like a storm on the Gulf Coast. Wherever them north winds blow, in them big white caps, that's where I hang my hat. Yeah, they call me beach cowboy, sand cruiser, fat tire, turquoise. Got a shark tooth on my bolo, saddle up, paddle up my YOLO. Yippee-yo-ki-yay, your boy BK going John Wayne on these waves. Yeah, they call me beach cowboy. Yeah, they call me beach cowboy. I'm gonna lasso me a spicy margarita. Bartender, make it 2 for me and 1 for Senorita. We go wild, wild west on that tequila. If you wanna learn from the best, then boy, I'll teach you. Yeah, they call me beach cowboy, sand cruiser, fat tire, turquoise. Got a shark tooth on my bolo, saddle up, paddle up my YOLO. Yippee-yo-ki-yay, your boy BK going John Wayne on these waves. Yeah, they call me beach cowboy. Yeah, they call me beach cowboy, sand cruiser, fat tire, turquoise. Got a shark tooth on my polo, saddle up, paddle up my YOLO. Yippee-yo-ki-yay, your boy BK going John Wayne on these waves. Yeah, they call me beach cowboy, sand cruiser, fat tire, turquoise. Got a shark tooth on my polo, saddle up, paddle up my YOLO. Yippee-yo-ki-yay, your boy BK going John Wayne on these waves. Yeah, they call me beach cowboy. Yeah, they call me beach cowboy. That backstop on the old ball fields, made from grade A Pennsylvania steel. It's been sitting there since 1951. And that shell's been on the corner since Coke was glass and gas was a quarter. And that water tower's seen 10,000 suns. Start thinking you can mow it that long. Fix you up a little ranch house home. Some things just keep on getting better with time. That Chevrolet still tears up clay but lost its shine. And she'll crank that radio and sing Strawberry Wine. And when you fall in love, there's a cloud of dust and a dream that's made of American rust. And that diamond ring your grandpa gave to grandma way back in the day is the one you're bound to use when you find the one. And that church bell that they rang back then's the same one they'll be ringing when you both say that you do until life's done. Fix you up a little ranch house home. Making babies till you have to add on and on and on. And some things just keep on getting better with time. That Chevrolet still tears up clay but lost its shine. And she'll crank clear skies, green John Deere's, ain't it just like us to stick around here like American Rust? American Rust. Some things just keep on getting better with time. That Chevrolet still tears up clay but lost its shine. She'll crank that radio and sing strawberry wine. And when you fall in love, there's a cloud of dust and a dream that's made of American rust. American rust.
Cubs FM thanks Shotgun Diesel and Automotive, celebrating 10 years in business in Old Town. Josh Hebert and the guys at Shotgun Diesel and Automotive specialize in light diesel and automotive repair, full brake services, engine repairs, custom exhaust, suspension, and full diagnostics. Plus, Shotgun Diesel and Automotive now offers full tire services, mounting, balancing, and new tire sales. 208-437-3304. Your hometown one-stop shop for everything your vehicle needs. Shotgun Diesel and Automotive.
Newport's Perfection Tire is a valued sponsor of this broadcast and Grizzly activities. Located at 311 West Walnut Avenue, Perfection Tire is Newport's distributor of Cooper tires, and they provide full mechanical services by an ASE certified mechanic. Open 6 days a week, Monday through Saturday. You may contact Newport's Perfection Tire at 447-3933. Cubs FM says thank you to Newport's Perfection Tire. Nobody beats perfection.
Cubs FM is brought to you by the Kalispel Tribe of Indians. The Kalispel Tribe is proud to support the mission of nonprofits in the community. Since 2000, the tribe has donated more than $25 million to local nonprofit organizations in Pend Oreille and Spokane counties. The Kalispel Tribe believes that we're better together.
KUBS FM thanks Newport Community Hospital for their support of this broadcast. Now accepting WellCare Medicare Advantage plans, Newport Community Hospital provides outpatient treatments including IV infusions, wound care, ECG, and Holter monitor applications. The nursing team coordinates outpatient care with primary care providers and specialists. More information is available at newporthospitalandhealth.org or by calling 509-447-6281.
Welcome back to this Grizzly basketball broadcast here. 25-8 your score after the half. Going to be having Newport take the court first. And just waiting on Riverside here to come out as well. Newport does have the lead by 17 points here, and we'll be seeing them take the ball to start off the second half. Fresh 8 on that clock. It's going to be St. Amant. Gives it off to Montgomery, already in the front court. Guarded by Grace Keck. She's at the point. Goes to shift around her players. And shot driven into the paint, kick back out to Montgomery. Is given off. Grace Keck going for the drive on the right wing. Or on the right lane, excuse me. But having to rejoust her legs to get up for that one to avoid the defender. It's actually going to result in a foul.
Foul called against Montgomery for her first personal, Rams first team foul.
7:43 in the third here. Grace Keck. First one up off the top of the iron and in. Grizzlies have the first points in the second half. Going to be awaiting that second shot here. That one is up and just swirling out. With the rebound is Sammy Tellison, though, on the right wing. Takes it down, right corner, bounce under the basket, and Grace Perry will lose it in the paint between her legs. Picked back up by Montgomery, takes to the right wing. Over to St. Amant at the charity stripe for two. That one won't fall. Rebounded by Grace Perry. Dribbles it across the timeline. Now off to Sammy Tellison. Kick back out. Emma Crabtree for the open three off the right corner. Won't fall. Rebounded by Macy Wood. Or actually Montgomery still. And a jump ball called going in possession of the Rams. 7-10 in the third. 26-14 your score. Going to be having Montgomery with the ball now. Crosses over the Grizzly logo. Goes down to Jaime's right wing. Guarded by Perry. Fed in. That one to Brule. And that one stolen away. She got the shot up. It's going to be Sammy Tellison on the drive, up the left lane for two. 28-8 now your score, and they now have a 20-point lead on the Riverside Rams, 6:40 in the third. Montgomery takes to the point. St. Amman drives in, left lane, kick back out to the left arc. It's going to be Wood. Pulls back out to St. Amman. She's tossed at the Freedom Stripe. Back over to Wood to go for a two. Pulled off that left lane. That one won't fall. Rebounded by the Grizzlies. It's going to be Crabtree open. No shot. They're going to be calling the charge on Emma Crabtree. So do not count the basket.
Yeah, that foul on Crabtree will be her second personal and the Grizzlies' second team foul.
So score remains 28-8 here. Going to be having Montgomery do a bounce pass over to Hamas on the right wing. Over on the right corner. Trying to drive in right short corner under the basket to give it back out to Montgomery. And now over to Wood. Pulled off the left elbow for a jumper. Of two, that one won't go. Gets her own rebound though. And same teammates fighting for the ball. And we have another foul called on the court going against the Riverside Rams.
That foul will be Riverside's second team foul, and that one is going against Montgomery for her second personal foul.
And we having Tellison take it across the point. Drives up, shot of three, hits the front of the iron. Almost getting her own rebound, but getting picked up by Brule. Kick back out to Macy Wood or Montgomery. Fed in, finding Jaimes in the paint, gets that one ripped away by the post of Newport, being Grace Perry. Far pass over from Tellison, finds Grace Keck, stuck under the right block. Almost with the rebound is Bowman, but it's Macy Wood carrying it into the front court. Circles back out on the left corner, and St. Amman goes in for the deep two. Rebounded by Jaimes. In between circles now. Far pass over to Montgomery on the right wing. Back into St. Amman right elbow. Kick back out. Montgomery for a three will find it. 28-11 now. Riverside trails by 17 against the Grizzlies. Grace Keck looking to bump that score up. And her drive up the right lane will not do it. 4:44 here in the third. Having Montgomery cross back over the timeline. Right to the hands of Grace Keck. Takes it up on the right wing. Too shallow on the power, though. It's a fight between Bowman and Montgomery. Gets called out of bounds off of Montgomery, so it will remain Newport ball.
We also have Michaela Pione and Kesley Tellison coming in for the Grizzlies, as well as Matilda Bates for the Rams.
Grace Keck inbounds, far pass over to Crabtree, who has time at the point. Hits it off the back of the iron, though, and cannot sink the three this time. Rebounded by Bridget St. Amman. Given over to Jaimes on the point. Fed in. Going up, Brule quickly spins around right under the basket for two. Got another foul call. It's a struggle for the rebound between St. Amman and Kesley Tellison.
That foul will be called against Riverside. It's going to St. Amman for her third personal and the Rams' third team foul. They'll also be bringing Spencer into the game in place of St. Amman.
4:10 left in the third. Grizzlies still with the 17-point lead on the Riverside Rams. Kesley Tellison gives it off to her sister Sammy. Approaches the top of the key. Looks to trail down to the left side, directs some traffic here. Back over to her sister Kesley Tellison. Over on the right wing now, going under. Crabtree passes that one off to Pione. Shaw pulled off the left block. And fight for the rebound will result in a jump ball going in favor of the Grizzlies. So it will be Emma Crabtree inbounding. Got 29 on the shot clock, so plenty of time. 3:45 in the third, gives out to Michaela Pione on the left wing. Trails back up the arc. Tellison looks like she goes to the three, but gives it off to Crabtree to do it instead from the left wing. And almost getting the rebound was Brule, but loses it under the basket, so it will be going back to the Grizzlies, that being Sammy Tellison this time for the inbound. That one off to Crabtree. Cuts through left from right here, stopping at the right block for 2, and that one just not sinking in for her. Jaimes comes to pick it up. Ball goes out from the touch of Tellison. So remains with the Rams. Going to be Brule inbounding. 24 on the shot clock. Quick shot off to Jaimes. Gives it off. Spencer will go for the deep 2, pulled in from the point. Riverside maintains the Rams. Or excuse me, maintains the ball. And another foul called on the court.
That one goes against Keck for her 4th personal, Grizzlies' 3rd team foul.
And Keck looking like she's in some foul trouble here. Shot taken off the right wing, no good. Put back up by Jaimes, will sink for 2. 28-13, Rams trail by 15, got 3:05 left in the 3rd. Emma Crabtree has it, tries to float one under the basket. Going to be having another foul call, this one going against the Grizzlies.
That foul will be called against Michaela Pion for her 1st personal and the Grizzlies' 4th team foul.
Going to be having a timeout called here. Just 3 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. 28-13 your score. Grizzlies lead by 15, and we'll be right back after this.
Support for Cubs FM comes from Mountain View Lawns. Locally owned and operated, Mountain View Lawns serves the Pend Oreille River Valley with a 6-step fertilization and weed control program, offering scheduled treatments throughout the year. Fall aeration and overseeding are also available. For more information, call 509-828-9748. Again, that's 509-828-9748.
Cubs FM would like to thank Albany Falls Building Supply for their valued support. Located at 520 Highway 2 at the east end of the Old Town Bridge, Albany Falls Building Supply is open 7 days a week, 7 to 6 Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 Saturday, and 9 to 4 on Sunday. Albany Falls Building Supply offers all types of building materials, including lumber, tools, hardware, paint, plumbing, electrical, and lawn care supplies. You may contact Albany Falls Building Supply at 208-437-3153. Albany Falls Building Supply, large enough to serve you, small enough to know you.
And welcome back after that timeout. Riverside taking the ball in their backcourt after. It's going to be Brule inbounding off to Jaimes. 2:58 left in the 3rd. Riverside currently trails by 15 points against the Grizzlies. Jaimes approaches the point, pushes past Pion, gets the pass off to Spencer on the left wing. Back over to Jaimes. They're picking up their tempo here. Also getting a little more aggressive. Pass fed in from the right wing. Going to be having Spencer, kicks it back out to Jaimes. Got 5 seconds on the shot clock. Spencer going for the desperate shot short of the basket, and we'll be having a shot clock violation called against the Rams. So overall, good defensive performance here from the Grizzlies tonight, shutting out the Rams and putting that pressure on them to either rush their shots or just throw up what they can. Crabtree has the ball, takes it to the right wing. Circles back down as Kesley Tellison, right block. And 2 right of the mark, but Julie Bowman going up under the basket. Has 2, gets it off to Emma Crabtree, who will try for the 3. Sails it over, but right into the hands of Bowman, who will finally land the shot off the right block. 30-13 here. Less than 2 minutes in the 3rd quarter. And it's going to be having another flat tire. So, and re-inbounding. So we'll be having Jaimes run the point over the timeline. Stops at the point. Almost gets a straight rip away from Julie Bowman, but it does result in Jaimes traveling. So that's over to the Grizzlies, and more subs coming in for the Rams.
Rams are bringing in Addison Simpson, Ava Montgomery, Sadie Moog, and who else snuck in there? Bridget St. Amand.
Yeah. Tellison has it. Pass going over to Bowman, but right through her fingertips on the right wing, so that goes back over to the Rams. A lot more stoppages of play in this quarter. Got 1:39 left in the 3rd. Grizzlies with the lead by 17 on the Rams. Montgomery takes it over the timeline. Gives that one off to Simpson. She'll go for the 3 off the right corner, or right wing, excuse me, and that one won't fall. Rebounded by Pion. Takes it to the right wing herself. Back up to Tellison, left of the point, finds Crabtree under the basket, has to circle around at the left lane. And Montgomery and Crabtree fighting for the rebound. We having a jump ball called favor of the Rams. 1:15 here in the third. Montgomery will receive the inbound pass from St. Amit. She'll cross the Grizzly logo. Approaches the top of the key, sent down St. Amit. Floats a pass intended for Brule. Stolen away by Michaela Pion. Gives it off to Tellison. That one finds Julie Bowman. Right block. Goes up around Brule. And is also thrown to the floor as she was fighting for the inbound. Or for the rebound, excuse me. We having Grizzlies now inbound the ball. That one inbound by Emma Crabtree. Quick one off to Tellison, who gets it up and in off the glass. Less than a minute left in the third. It's 32-13. 19-point lead here. And with that ball, we have Sirius Ellis. Another jump ball called. And this one going to the Rams this time. 17 on that shot clock. We've seen St. Amit inbound. And just refs having scoreboard readjust the shot clock to the 17 seconds of time here. 32-13 your score, 38 seconds left in the third. And we're also having a sub come in real quick.
Riverside is going to be bringing Macy Wood back into the game.
And Macy Wood will be taking the inbound pass. And we having our AD come over to help with the clock here.
Yeah, it's a tricky one for sure.
Oh, I know. I did not like resetting shot clock. Back to 17 seconds is the shot clock. Macy Wood gets that one off to Montgomery, who takes a quick shot inside the left wing. And a rebound going in. Going to be having another foul. This one going against the Riverside Rams.
That one is going against Moog for her first personal and the Rams' fourth team foul.
So 33 seconds left before we go into the final quarter. Going to be having Tellison run point. Picks up her pace, cuts in through the right wing, up the right block, and fouled on her way up as her shot could have either been a pass or a shot. So we'll be seeing her get sent to the line to shoot.
They call that foul on Wood for her first personal, and the Rams' fifth team foul, sending the Grizzlies to bonus.
Just with less than 30 seconds, Tellison's first one up and good. And going to be having another sub check in.
That's going to be Bates coming back into the game for the Rams.
And waiting, Tellison's second one. Shot clock now off. Second one from Tellison is no good. It is rebounded by Pion, though. Tellison cuts through to the left side and fouled again. So she'll be back-to-back at the charity stripe.
That foul goes against Simpson for her first personal and the Rams' sixth team foul.
So 33-13 here. Grizzlies now at the 20-point lead. Tellison looks to extend that. First shot won't do it, though. She will have another one to give them a 21-point lead if she so chooses. At the freedom stripe, awaiting that second shot. Again, 17 seconds here left in the third. And that she will. 34-13 now. Montgomery will be taking the ball. Passes the timeline. Swings down to Bates on the left side. That shot, or that three-point attempt, isn't good. Last touch by the Rams, so it will be Grizzly ball. 8 seconds left. Tellison. Pass off to Crabtree. Goes on the right wing. Goes for the three. Crabtree drains it as the timer runs out for the third quarter. 37-13 Grizzlies now with the 24-point lead. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back with the fourth and final quarter of action right after this.
Cubs FM gives a big thanks to Big Moose Rental Center and Trading Post. Located at 500 Highway 57 just before the high school in Priest River, Big Moose Rental Center provides a variety of amenities, rentals, secondhand consignments, eBay sales, antiques, and more. Big Moose Rental Center is open from 8 to 5 Monday through Friday, 9 to 2 on Saturday, and by appointment on Sunday. You may contact Big Moose Rental Center at 208-448-2736. Again, that number is 208-448-2736. The right tool for the right job. That's Big Moose Rental Center and Trading Post.
Cubs FM thanks Honest Ed's Tires. Honest Ed's Tires provides comprehensive tire service, new and used tires and wheels, mounting, electronic balancing, rotation, and tire sensor service and replacement. Honest Ed's Tires is located at 9972 Deer Valley Road in Newport. You may contact Honest Ed's Tires at 509-991-3820. Open 8 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and 8 to 4 Saturdays. Cubs FM says thank you to Honest Ed's Tires. Tires you can trust.
And welcome back to this Grizzly basketball broadcast. And I'm Jenica Kreider. Joining me, Haley Boyard here. Fresh shade put up for the fourth and final quarter of tonight. Again, no boys game will be proceeding, or should have already happened. It's just the girls tonight playing the Riverside Rams. Grizzlies had the ball after the end of the third quarter, so it's going to be given off to Grace Keck off the left wing. That one won't good. Grace Keck needs to be careful, though. She does have 4 personal fouls. And the Rams picking up the pace here. Bates takes it to the right elbow and kicks it back out. That one really picking up their endurance here. Last touch by the Grizzlies after the shot, so it will be the Rams. Quick shot up from Montgomery off the left elbow. That one won't sink. Rebounded by Tellison, who gets it stolen away by Simpson. She has a right wing. Back out to Montgomery, who is then fouled from Crabtree, who kind of knows why'd I do that.
Yeah, that's Crabtree's third personal and the Grizzlies' first team foul.
And fouled outside the three-point line. It will result in Montgomery getting 3 shots at the charity stripe. First one up and no good. Score remains 37-13, 7:24 here in the fourth. Awaiting that second one from Montgomery. That one will also roll off the top of the iron. She has one more to lessen the deficit between her and the Grizzlies. Third and final shot will do it. 37-14 now. They now are down by 23 points against the Grizzlies. Tellison has it, gives it out to Crabtree, right wing. Crabtree will take it back up to the point. And Keck now doing the same thing. Sent down to Crabtree, right wing. Tellison then cuts through, takes it with the paint, and goes right from left, stopping at the left block for 2. 39-14 now, 7 minutes left in the game. Montgomery has it down to Simpson on the left wing. Now at the point, gives it back to Montgomery. Right wing trails in for the deep 2. Won't go, but it is rebounded by the Rams. And it's a fight between Simpson and Pione. Going to be having another foul call. This one against or no foul call, excuse me, just a jump ball. It's going to be Rams. Quick shot taken from Bates. Gets her own rebound. Second one going over the basket. And the third one being rebounded by Simpson. That one finally getting stolen away from the Grizzlies. And Grace Keck has it. Goes up from the left side. And I believe a travel.
Yeah.
Called on Grace Keck there. So it goes right back to the Rams. 6:30 here left in the fourth quarter. Montgomery takes it. Goes down to Bates on the left wing. Looking to enter to the post. Got Simpson now at the point. Handoff back to Bates. Goes it at the charity stripe, and that one short of the basket will go right back to the Grizzlies. 39-14 your score. Grizzlies with the lead, 6:11 here in the fourth. Going to be having Crabtree, gives the ball off to Tellison. Tellison trails down the left arc. Stops at the left wing, will do it solo, goes for the 3. Rebounded by Montgomery, taken by Simpson, and Tellison coming in. Gonna be having another foul called.
Yeah, there were a ton of girls that ended up on the floor for that one. That foul will be going against Newport here. That'll be called on Tellison for her first personal and the Grizzlies' second team foul.
Going to be having Bowman also step out onto the court for Tellison, as well as seeing St. Ammon back in here. Less than 6 minutes left, 39-14 your score. Going to be having Bates with the ball on the left wing. Pass intended for Simpson. That one slips through the top of her hand, so it's going to be out of bounds and technically an over and back as well. So we'll be seeing the Grizzlies inbound. It's Michaela Pion, far sideline in the Grizzlies front court. 5:45 left in the game. Again, Grizzlies up by 25 points. Crabtree has it, gives it off to Grace Keck in between the circles. Down on the left side to Bowman. She has the shot straight under the basket, and defender stuck on the left lane. She gets an easy two for 41-14 for the score now. Bates has the ball. Right of the point, wraparound pass of Crabtree to St. Amant. Gives it off to Simpson. Stuck on the right block. She's just going to throw up a shot, hoping to draw that foul, and that she will.
Yeah, that foul will be called against the Grizzlies there. They'll call that against Pion for her second personal and the Grizzlies' third team foul.
41-14, Grizzlies up. It's 5:13 in the fourth. First shot from Simpson won't fall. Another sub coming in.
Sammy Tellison checking into the game in place of Michaela Pion.
Short break for Tellison here. I think Coach Japan is just trying to let his seniors have as much time as they can on their home court for one last time. And Simpson's second one is up and no good. Rebounded by Bowman. Gives that one off to Tellison. Goes through left side, finds her opening, and does get the drive successful for the basket, but has a carry on her dribble, so it won't count. 5:06 left in the fourth, 41-14 your score. And it's a 29, no. I'm not going to do math that quick. I'm going to lose track. Simpson takes the shot, off, pulled in from the left wing. That one just right of the mark. And Perry has the ball.
It's 27, G, 27.
Thank you, thank you. Going to be having the Grizzlies inbound. A quick sub coming in for Riverside.
Riverside is going to be bringing in Brule as well as Hymas.
4:49 here in the fourth, 41-14. As Haley said, a 27-point lead for the Grizzlies. Tellison with the ball. Passes through the timeline. Pass over to Perry. Fakes the pass. Gives it off to Crabtree. Drives up the left lane for two. Basket won't go, but she draws the foul, so she'll be sent for what I believe is the first time tonight at the Freedom Stripe.
Yeah, that's against Simpson for her second personal, Rams' second team foul.
So seeing Crabtree here tonight. First one is up and good for Crabtree. 42-14 now. Another sub coming in for Riverside.
That's Ansley Spencer coming in, and she'll be letting Simpson take a break.
4:38 left in the game. Second shot from Crabtree is up, and that one is good. 2 for 2 is Crabtree this journey. Of it, and we'll be having a timeout called by Riverside. 4:37 in the fourth, 43-14. Grizzlies up. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back after this.
Support for Cubs FM comes from the Kalispell Casino and RV Resort in Cusick, Washington. Located 20 minutes north of Newport on Highway 20, the resort includes Wetlands Family Restaurant, the Slaw Dining Area with large screen TVs, full RV hookups and cottage rentals, and gaming facilities. All open to the public at 8 a.m. daily. The Kalispell Casino and RV Resort, bringing dining, lodging, and entertainment to Pend Oreille County.
Cubs FM thanks Newport Health Center for their support. Now accepting WellCare Medicare Advantage plans, Newport Health Center provides walk-in express care for urgent but non-emergent medical concerns. Express care is available to everyone, regardless of insurance or primary care provider. Express care hours are Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. with a lunch break on Saturdays from 12 to 1. You can find more info at newporthospitalandhealth.org or by calling 509-447-3139.
And welcome back to this Grizzly basketball broadcast. And I'm Jenica Kreider. Join me, Haley Bolliard here, as both teams step back out onto the court after that timeout. 4:37 left in the game, 43-14 your score. Grizzlies with the 29-point lead. Going to be seeing Montgomery taken into the front court for the Rams, and it goes off the foot of Spencer. Tellison almost getting the breakaway, but the Rams stealing it back. And Bowman also coming in to block the pass Spencer picking it up, though, and this time tipping off the hands of Crabtree. Bowman will secure it for the Grizzlies, so we'll be having Tellison run through the right elbow, kicks it back out to Grace Keck, who's going to back up. And Grace Perry jumping over Macy Wood and getting that shot unguarded on the left block for 2. 3:55 in the fourth, 45-14 now. A 31-point difference. 2 subs rolling in.
That'll be Sadie Moog for the Rams as well as Cheyenne Frisk for the Grizzlies.
And Perry will be coming off for the Grizzlies. 3:48 left in the game. Me having Rams inbound. Quick shot off from Spencer. No good. Rebounded by Hamas, though. She's stuck under the basket, guarded by Crabtree and Tellison. Has to circle back around. Gives it off to Macy Wood, Montgomery, who will get the 2 off the Freedom stripe. 45-16 now, 3:30 left. Tellison stuck on the right block, kicks it back out beyond the arc. And with it is Bowman for the reverse layup. I'm going to be having her foot clip the back baseline, though, so we'll be going over to the Riverside Rams. Montgomery with the ball, passes through the Grizzly logo. Gives it off to Jaimes, pulled off the right wing. Guarded by Crabtree. She goes around from the right. Stuck, hits the hand off of Bowman, and Crabtree will get the steal off of her. So with that, Tellison takes it from Crabtree, goes to the point. And refs will be adjusting the shot clock, setting it to 22 instead of 9 seconds, to 59 left in the game. So we'll just be having Emma Crabtree quickly inbound again from the far sideline, giving that back to Sammy Tellison. From the point, trailing down right side. She's going to cut through right elbow, going down to the right corner. That's Grace Keck. Under the basket. And her foot also clipping the back baseline. So it's going to be Riverside inbounding. Another sub coming in.
Grizzlies bring Kesley Tellison in for her sister Sammy.
And Rams inbounding. Be seen Brule inbound. Gives it off to Montgomery. And we're going to be having a timeout, I do believe, called again. 2:39 here in the fourth, 45-16. We'll be right back after this.
Rogers Body and Frame is a proud sponsor of Grizzly Athletics and Cubs FM. Located at 530 South Cass and Highway 2 in Newport, Rogers provides full-service auto collision repair, working with all insurances. Rogers Body and Frame is open Monday through Friday from 8 to 5. You may find them on the web at rogersbodyandframe.com, or you may call them at 447-4225. Rogers Body and Frame, like it never happened.
Sievers Pharmacy is a full-service Health Mart pharmacy owned by Newport Hospital and Health Services, providing pharmaceutical services and a selection of gifts and treats. Located at 336 South Washington Avenue in Newport. Sievers is open from 8 to 6 Monday through Friday and Saturday from 8 to 4. Sievers is closed for lunch between 1 p.m. and 1:30. For more information, call 509-447-2484 or visit newporthospitalandhealth.org.
And welcome back after that timeout. We're going to be seeing Brule inbound near sideline. Gives that one off to Montgomery. 2:38 left in the game. 45-16 your score. Will be the Grizzlies up by 29. A little bit thread the needle pass in there for the Riverside Rams. Breaking some holes in the defense of the Grizzlies. However, that shot up will be rebounded by the Grizzlies, so Crabtree will take it back over into the front court. She'll go for the 3 outside the arc, and she'll get it. 48-16 now, 2:10 left in the fourth. Now with the ball is Montgomery. And the refs just readjusting the shot clock here. Going to be setting it to 27 instead of 22, and that gives time for 2 subs to enter.
Subs will be Michaela Pion for the Grizzlies as well as Bridget St. Amand for the Rams.
And St. Amand will be inbounding near sideline. Gives that one off to Montgomery in the backcourt. Now over to St. Amand, who's on the left wing. Finds the shot to Brule. That one won't work. James getting under it for the putback. Also won't find it, but the Rams do maintain. Going to set James back up right of the basket, and that one she will find. 48-18 now, 30-point deficit between the two teams. 1:40 left in the game. Wraparound bounce pass to Cheyenne Frisk in the paint. Has to step out to the right elbow. Bounce it to the right wing. Another three taken. That one good from Julie Bowman. 51-18. I believe this is the highest scoring game we've seen from the Newport Grizzlies this season. So a strong way to go into their basically postseason wrap-up here. 119 shot from the Rams goes out of bounds, so Bowman will bring it back into the front court for the Grizzlies. Signals for the play, goes trying to find Cheyenne Frisk in the paint. She's on the ground with two other Ram defenders. Going to be having jump ball, called in favor of the Grizzlies. 1:09 left in the fourth. And we'll be seeing Michaela Pion take the inbound pass. 20 on the shot clock. Far pass out to Bowman on the point. Trails down on the right lane. Almost loses it. Has to send it back out to Grace Keck. She'll go for the three. Top of the iron. Ball's loose. Grace Keck will actually get her own rebound. Cuts in from the side. That one also just rolling off the top of the iron. And it will be rebounded by the Rams. Montgomery has the ball. Goes for the three off the left wing. That one left of the mark. Put back by James. Also no good. And another jump ball called between St. Amman and Frisk. And St. Amman will be taking that one. 43 seconds left in the game. 51-18 our score. Quickly over to Montgomery for two. Just top of the iron and rebounded by Piona. She's reaching behind her head to secure it. Another jump ball call, this time in favor of the Grizzlies. 38 seconds remaining. Kesley Tallison gives it off to Bowman. Bowman crosses through the timeline, cuts from the right side up, right block, gets it trapped in the corner of the iron, rebounded by the Rams. This one off to Bates, goes under the basket, goes for the underhand layup. That's actually going to be James. Underhand layup, that one won't sink. And with just 20 seconds left, we're going to be having another foul called, and James will be sent to the line.
That foul is called on Keck, and that will be her fourth personal, Grizzlies' fourth team foul.
First one up and no good for James. Now they're turning shot clock off with just 20 seconds left in the game. 51-18 still our score. Second one will swirl in. Snout the ball is the Grizzlies. Pion getting it and crossing through the Grizzly logo for what is the last time this season. Grace Keck has it. Screen put on by Kesley Tellison. Now over to Bowman in between circles. Kind of just 5 seconds. Going to drain it out. Gives it off to Grace Keck. She's on the right wing. 1 second left. And that will be the end of the game. Grizzlies taking this one from a way different outcome than we saw the first time these two teams played. Instead of a 5-point difference. Haley, you want to do my math for me real quick?
Oh, okay. So we have
32.
Yeah.
Good job. Good math.
I got to 1.
51-19 your score. Grizzlies will be taking the win by 32 points. And that will just about be it of tonight. Once again, I'm Jenica Kreider. Join me, Haley Bolliard, tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in. And as always, have a good night and goodbye.
I need a new truck. There ain't nothing wrong with mine. It's got 40-some thousand miles and the engine runs just fine. No, it ain't tore up, ain't got a scratch, ain't got a dent. The radio works, it don't show dirt, worth every dime I spent. I was gonna drive it till the wheels fell off. Yeah, that was before she slammed the door, said it's over, then got lost. I need one she ain't climbed up in, that ain't played her favorite songs. Need some glass that we ain't fogged up, that her bare feet ain't been on. I need a hood that we ain't laid on, kiss until that